first interesting point made by the article is poverty relativism. Countries have different standards of what poor people are. For example, do you know that 75% of Americans living in poverty, as classified by their government, have at least one car? 97% have colored TVs, while the proportion owning phones are 91.3. Now, comparing to the people with real poverty, by United Nations definition, there is obviously a huge gap. With $1.25 a day, it would take them approximately 22 years to buy a car, assuming that they don't eat nor drink nor live at all. Seems legit. Next point is, see this poor broken guy? Since 1995, 1 billion people like him have been taken out of absolute poverty. Thinking about the Millennium Development Goals? Think that they are useful, huh? Nah. It wasn't the MDGs that took the credit, it was one of our old friends, which we studied last chapter. Free trade. It was free trade that lifted people out of $1.25 per day. A perfect example would be, wait for it, China, which by the way never showed any interest in the MDGs. Thanks to free trade that it accounted for 2/3 of the people lifted out of poverty in the world since 1995. The final thing is, there are still 1 billion poor people out there that need help. Any questions so far? Oh yes, nice one. Why are they still poor? Well, if you had asked that question 50 years ago, the answer would have been because we don't know how to help them. But now guess what, we do have the answer. It's free trade. But yet, why people are still suffering? The answer may be, well, we are too lazy and haven't acted enough. Take Africa for example. We know that free trade is the key to solving the poverty there, yet many African countries are still carrying cruel burdens called tariffs. Such things are keeping many countries away from a better future. If the developed world really care about poverty, maybe we should act more? I'll leave that to you. And now, I have to stop. See that interesting article for more. Don't believe that it's interesting? Here are some of the readers' comments.
Audio Jungle.